Internal monologue is an important thing. Of course, nowadays people tend to broadcast it everywhere, and discuss every single minute detail of the inner workings of their mind outward. And so the interesting part with this is you start, well, people like me anyway, start to put pieces together and start to see patterns. Now, the challenges here are that number one, some things should be private, I suppose. But it's also, what are your thoughts about? If your internal thoughts are just constantly putting you down, being negative, thinking the worst, etc., etc., it starts to show up in the way, it can be little things, like you just make little jokes at your own expense, or as soon as something doesn't work out the way you want it to, you're so quick to sort of put yourself down. Now, these seem like they're minor infractions, like it's not really going to affect anybody, but it does. This starts to become a behavior which you then internalize, and then you identify with it. It becomes you. This starts to show up on the skin. My professional background is skin, so you start to see it. And this can be any number of things, but obviously over time, we start to form wrinkles. Obviously, some of that is because, we don't have as much sort of fat in the face. That starts to change and, sort of migrate. It's also continuous facial expressions that we make, and that starts to sort of show up on the face. Again, like, what kinds of things do you want to show? And I think that there's some really strange ideas when it comes to these things, like having sort of smile lines. That means that you smiled a lot. Same thing with these. I think, this is a big part of smiling, right? You're going to have these. I think it's better to have a face that reflects happiness, right? And I know a big push is, you don't want to see those things on your face, but it tells the story of your life. And again, if you're proud of your life and you're proud of who you've become, you're proud of the things that you've been through, then you should be proud of how it shows up on the face. And the interesting part with this is, it's beautiful and unique and individual. And that's why I'm really against fillers and things like that, because number one, they don't stop anything, they don't fix anything, and it takes away the individuality. I don't personally think it's connected to beauty at all, but that's my personal opinion, and it's toxic. But there's all different types of things that we can do to maintain health, and that's what true beauty is. If you're a healthy person, it shows up on your face, it shows up on your body. If your thoughts and your internal dialogue is positive and healthy, that's what's going to show up on the outside too.